vai kua I kua vai ho he no ana alu kawika vai kawika Ia o ina maka aina na pokola no eli ke ai e rure kai o ke au milani e rani nui o e a he hiva hiva I pori ia ne e kala nui e ala e ala e ala e ala
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome for Onala Sunset Stories. We begin our time together this evening by honoring our royal family, King Kamehameha IV, Queen Emma, and their beloved son, the young Prince Albert, whose birthday it is today. Born on this day in 1858, we celebrate this royal special ohana, this family now. Huli. Deep in the heart of our beautiful island lies its center, its Pico, and we begin there appropriately at a place called Kahanamoku, home of the sacred birthing stones. At this site were born some of our most important of our chiefs, our alii.
Kawika vai kawika lana kiwaki Roku kaniloko kobu alwa ke Panoho kula kala kua Kai hanau iyo na alivoi ho ia o hava inei Roku kaniloko kobu alwa ke Panoho kula kala kua Kai hanau iyo na alivoi ho ia o hava inei Kawika vai kawika lana kiwaki Wale ki kule a kile hoko ki panoka mali hini Apa amai kai ka uhi vai o ki hau anu ki kua hini Kawika vai kawika lana kiwaki Hale hale mai ana ke ala ke ala o male no anu Au agoi ka vai kua I kua vai ho he no ana alu Kawika vai kawika lana kiwaki Aba moho I a ka kui heba ana pua kana I au puni Nana lula mai a polo nei maka I lau ki kaluna Kawika vai kawika lana kiwaki Ahe puku vai koa me ka viva ole I maluhi anu ka lahui Hui pau ia mai nā ai lana mai hawa I anu I hau Roho o malo ia me ki kau I ke mamala hoa kana vai Haina ia mai ana kapuana no kukani loko ko'u alua Kawika vai kawika lana kiwaki Hei noa noa ka wawa, ka kumi hewa
The lands upon which our centers sit are known as Kalua o Kau, and was the area in Waikiki once belonging to our royal family and where they had one of their homes. Unfortunately, as a family, they would not be able to enjoy it together for long as the young prince tragically passed away at the tender age of only 4. Less than a year later, we would also suffer the loss of his father, our king, they say dying due to a broken heart. It was a sad time for all throughout Hawaii, but especially for our queen. But with the aloha, the love from her people, she was able to carry on through these tragic times.
Ma Coco, oh here, wale moe ka o manu leo na he o ka uka. Oh here,
Her people call to their queen. Where are you, O sweet-voiced bird of the forest? In the upland, the fragrance of the sandalwood perfumes the leaves of the trees. Return to your home where you can find love. May love be your constant companion. This is our praise, and may all hear the name Emalani.
Haina kapuana ilohe ia o emalani no he inoa. Haina kapuana ilohe ia o emalani no he inoa. E ala e ala e a Hey no no kalele o nalani.
Long may the name of our Queen live on. Thank you, ladies. Once again, to all of you joining us here this evening, aloha ahi ahi. Welcome for Onalani Sunset Stories. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Ahoya, ahililo wanalilo ya u, ahana onama, koma keire keiko, ahine uki, keui roka, Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of our vendors of our marketplace and our royal family, we bid you a warm aloha. Welcome for Onalani Sunset Stories. Tonight, here in our Queen's Garden, we're going to share in the rich mo'olelo, the living history of our beloved Waikiki. Share in the history of these lands, a gift from our royal family to show their aloha for their people, and enjoy the music and dances of our Hawaiian and our Polynesian cousins. And as we do so together tonight, sit back, cause, well, it's just an Hawaiian custom. When I say aloha to you, it's just an old Hawaiian custom. When I say aloha to you, I love to sing for you a plaintive melody. Give to you a name happy. Oh, it's just an old Hawaiian custom. Just an old Hawaiian custom. When I say aloha to you, when I say aloha to you, and you feel Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for Onalani. Mahalo ave lina me ke aloha o wau o kawika. It's such a pleasure to welcome you here this evening. I'm your host, Kawika, and we begin exploring the rich living history of this area by providing the meaning of its name. Waikiki in Hawaiian, with the emphasis on ki means spurting waters, but has nothing to do with our ocean. We instead turn our attention from the waters of the Pacific to our mountains of our islands. The Mauka region of this area, north of here, or I should say Mauka of here, on the mountainside, the valleys of Kalo, Manoa, and Makiki are the source of the value or fresh water that flows daily into this area. Later I'll tell you what our mahi'ai farmers of old did with this valued resource, but right now our lovely Olapa, our beautiful dancers, would love to share with you about the beauty of one of these valleys as they perform for you, Nani o Manoa. Thank you, ladies. You know, here at our marketplace throughout the years, we've always had a wonderful combination of experiences waiting for our visitors and locals to enjoy. That combination has included wonderful dining, great shopping, and of course, lots of fun to be had by all. And in the early days, that fun was had at a club called Duke Kahanamoku's. Mr. Duke Paua Kahanamoku helped to introduce the sport of our people surfing to the world, and of course, the beautiful spirit of aloha. So in his memory and honor, with the help of his handsome beach boys, we'd like to wish all of you this evening a warm aloha! To which you respond, yes, but there's so many of you, I should be going deaf with the response. Let's try this again. Boys, here we go. Aloha! There you are. The Duke and his beach boys love to enjoy the waters of Waikiki with our visitors, taking them on surfboard rides, tandem surfing, canoe surfing when the waves were large enough like they are now, and enjoying but always keeping them safe, bathed in the beautiful spirit of aloha. And if you were lucky enough to have the Duke on duty that day, well, you were in for a treat. Whereas our gents are going to show in this hula, our Duke truly was larger than life.
Grandfather Neptune awards the golden medal. Duke Kahanamoku, the crown you'll always wear. King of swimmers, famous of the sea. Mermaid beauties, keep him company. So, Duke Kahanamoku, the pride of all the Waikiki, surfing on an alu, appearing like a manu. You would think a moment you wore a feather garment. Hawaiian e Kalo. Kahanamoku, the idol of the Hawaii, swimming in the ocean without the slightest notion that he'd become Kalana throughout the Kuponua. Oiano e Kaoi, King Kamehameha, conquered the island group. Duke Kahanamoku, he simply conquered all the waters and became the king of swimmers. Oh, Duke Kahanamoku, the pride of all the Hawaii, surfing on an alu, appearing like a manu. You would think a moment he wore a feather garment. Oiano e Kaoi, King Kamehameha, conquered the island group. Duke Kahanamoku, he simply conquered all the waters and became the king of swimmers. Conquered all the waters and became the king of swimmers. Oh, Duke Kahanamoku, the pride of all the Hawaii, surfing on an alu, appearing like a manu. You would think a moment he wore a feather garment. Oiano e Kaoi, Oiano.
Hey, the Duke, the king of our Hawaiian waters, and his handsome beach boys. Thank you, gents. You know, here at our marketplace, another wonderful thing we've always had is the tradition of providing great entertainment. Throughout the years, all the famous names in Hawaiian music, Don Ho, Kui Lee, Genoa Keawe, they've all performed here sharing our Hawaiian music with our visitors and locals so they could enjoy. But you know, the true star of our islands has always been our hula. You know, in our hula we have several genres, but one in particular has really become well known around the world. Known as the hapa haole genre, it incorporated the use of English terms as well as also modern forms of costuming from that hula kui era, and then it also became very popular because Hollywood took a shine to it. But once that happened, well, the rest became part of our history. Our hula maidens return to share some of our favorite numbers of that era, dressed in Hollywood's famed cellophane skirt. Enjoy as they shine. All the time in the tropical clime where they do the hula hula dance. I fell in love with this tropical dove while doing that pretty dance. This little kid, well, she never did. I've been loved before, so I made up my mind. I struck fine, the only girl I ever adored. Oh, well, I love pretty little hop hula girl with her naughty little wiggle. Hula girl, shake it, surely make you giggle. Hula girl, with more little love every Sunday. One makes little hop girly mine, girly mine. All the time I've been dreaming of her, my hop hula girl. Oh, I wonder where my little hula girl has gone. She's longer on the beach at Waikiki. I combed the beach and watched her she rode upon as I looked around as far as I could see. Oh, she flew to the east and flew to the west, but I'll get no rest till I find her back in my little fresh lap. Oh, I wonder where my little hula girl has gone. She's no longer on the beach at Waikiki. We should be together in little hula heaven beside the silvery sea, so gay and free together in little hula heaven under a cocoa tree. Days will be lazy and sweetly crazy, skies grow hazy above, and we'll be all together, just you and I in little hula heaven, living a dream of love. Oh, well, I love a pretty little hop hula girl with her naughty little wiggle. Hula girl, shake, surely make you giggle. Hula girl, with an all little good Sunday. Gonna mix a little hop girly mine, girly mine. All the time I'm dreaming of her, hop hula girl. All the time I'm dreaming of her, hop hula girl. All the time I'm dreaming of her, hop hula girl. Oh yeah. Our lovely stars of our Hapa Hula era. You know, when our marketplace first opened its doors in the 1950s, it created quite a buzz and stir about town. For you see, it was the first of its kind in several ways. Back in the 1950s, having places like this, shopping centers, one location where we could come and get everything that we may want and or need, really just didn't exist. Having things like, well, leather goods, jewelry, sundries, restaurants, all in one location was something very unique. Before you had to go from shop to shop to shop to shop. Well, this concept, which was also a new concept that was making its way across post-war America, came here in the form of our marketplace, and for Hawaii, it was probably one of our first such shopping centers. But it was also unique in that it was a themed destination. Now what I mean by this is that our marketplace wanted to bring together that combination that I had mentioned earlier, wonderful dining with different restaurants and food courts offering flavors from around the Pacific Rim for people to enjoy, coupled with great dining, wonderful shopping with many items only available here at our center, all bringing it and tying it together with a fun factor. That fun came in the form of a village-like shopping center that was created to be able to really exhibit something very popular in the 1950s. Known as the Tiki Club culture, it was something that unfortunately didn't represent our peoples of the Pacific that well. That is because it was made up. Now, although it was a very popular thing to do to host a luau at your house, backyard pool kind of thing, it was very kitschy and it didn't offer opportunities for our cultures to truly shine through. But it didn't mean that our marketplace was lacking in authentic cultural experiences for our visitors to encounter. Those came in the form of artisans and craftsmen who were invited from around the Pacific to come to the marketplace, set up shop, and represent their peoples and cultures through their arts and crafts. Creating these items unique to their peoples and cultures and making them available for sale not only allowed for these items to make their way back all around the world to our visitors' homes, but also with them came stories shared by our artisans, and truly our marketplace became a center for international cultural exchange. Now, another way people were very made accustomed to the music and dance of our peoples of the Pacific were by going to luau shows. All throughout Waikiki, people could attend these, and here at our marketplace, they found that at a club called Don the Beachcombers. Settling in for a luau show, they were treated to wonderful different flavors in the way of trying things like raw fish, what we call poke. Also things like taro that is cooked, steamed, and then mashed and pounded into a paste, which mixed with water then becomes poi. A wonderful delicacy of our islands. People also got to sample the different dance and music traditions as well, like this next number from the Isle of Tahiti, known as their Ote'a, or Festival Drum Dance. Enjoy! Yoranga! Yes, that was a beautiful and exciting time in Waikiki's history of Polynesian pop culture, dawnho, and the hapahaole tunes that became famous around the world. We return our focus, though, now to our wonderful and beautiful queen who once called Kalua o Kau home. Queen Emma Kalaleona Lanina Ea Rook was born on January 2nd of 1836. Born to High Chief George Naea and High Chiefess Fanny Kekela Okalani Young, both of her parents descended from the Kamehameha House of Nobility. As it was a custom in her time, Emma was hanai, or adopted by her mother's sister, High Chiefess Grace Young Rook, and husband, Dr. Thomas Rook. Emma grew up assisting her father in his medical practice, a work which later would give her the insight to realize the needs of her people for access to modern Western medicine. With this realization, she and her husband the King gave their personal time, monies, and lands to begin the Queen's Hospital, today known as the Queen's Medical Center of Hawaii. With its sole mission of providing free health care to their people, our King and Queen gave the gift of Ola, or the gift of life, to their people. With these medicines, they were able to help bring our population back from a brink of almost collapse, and fighting off these Western diseases introduced our people had a fighting chance, and truly that gift of Ola, or life, from our royal family. We honor this legacy because our Queen wanted to ensure that this gift would last long after her life ended in this earthly realm, and so she created a trust. And when our Queen passed away, all of the wealth, the lands went into this trust, and lands such as these beneath our center still generate rental income to support our Queen's healthcare system. We honor the legacy of these lands, our royal family, by providing a living manifestation of our royal family in the form of our Queen. This evening, representing our Queen is our very own lovely Kaliko, and it is my pleasure and honor to introduce to you Her Majesty Queen Emma Kalaleona Lani. It is such a privilege to be able to share all of these mo'olelo, these living histories with all of you. From our royal family and the legacy of these lands, down to the simple meaning of this place, Waikiki. All of that is part of our tradition of mo'olelo, of storytelling and story and history keeping through our language. Our peoples of the Pacific did not have systems of writing that were part of their culture. We existed in orality. The oral traditions would come into a written form with the coming of the missionaries who came into the Pacific in the 1800s. Specifically here to Hawaii, that was in 1820, and by 1823 we had our first 16-page primer which began the path of literacy for our people of Hawaii. By the close of the 1800s, our population of Hawaii had a literacy rate in the high 80th percentile, many of our people speaking multiple languages. But the reason that we focus on this tradition of language is because through our language, being kept in oral tradition for so many hundreds of years, it was the only way by which our people were able to carry forth information from generation to generation. So through these names like Waikiki, spurting waters, we are able to glean a richer, deeper history of this area than we presently may be accompanying our understanding of this area as we walk throughout it today. For many here, Waikiki has represented a place to come and relax, enjoy the beautiful ocean, and finally the sun that's come out after all of that life-giving rain that we've had. But more importantly, it's an area that was always a center of production of our poi, our taro, the staple of our Hawaiian diet. This area, well managed by our maka'ainana and mahi'ai, our commoners and our farmers, took a valued resource, a vai, harnessed it by being able to create a system of interconnected wetland pond fields in which truly an abundant crop always thrived. So we honor these wonderful traditions of life-giving, not only through our kalo and the vai that nourished it, but also in the gift of our royal family and the wonderful legacy that they left in the gift of these lands, Kalua o Kau. We honor these legacies by providing this lively number for you to enjoy. Kaulanano o Emalani. Famous indeed were the kings and queens of Hawaii, especially Kamehameha the Great. the founding father of our unified island kingdom nation, to whom we are forever indebted. Mahalo for enjoying us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We enjoyed you, and if you had a wonderful time, please let us know. There's a sign right back there with a QR code that says, how did we do? Let us know. If you scan it under Hula Show, please leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you, but most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Aloha!